Hello, I'm Coach Lee Hopkins. I'm a friendship coach and an expert in helping people build strong, meaningful connections. Do you find yourself feeling disconnected and alone? Are you looking to strengthen your relationships and build a supportive network of close friends? Look no further. I'm here to help. With my Close Connections assessment session, we'll dive deep into your relationships and identify areas for growth and improvement. You'll learn how to build stronger bonds with the people you care about and create a supportive network of close friends. Imagine waking up every day surrounded by a close-knit group of friends who understand and support you, no matter what. With my expert guidance, that vision can become a reality. So why wait? Book your free 30-minute Close Connections assessment session with me today at www.patternsofpossibility.com. I can't wait to help you build the relationships that you deserve. So book your call today. Go to www.patternsofpossibility.com. I'll see you soon. Hey, what's going on? My name's Coach Lee Hopkins. My pronouns are he, him, his, and you're listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to helping you replace harmful patterns with new possibilities. In each episode, we'll explore topics that inspire you to be yourself, live your truth, and make lasting friendships. In this episode, we're going to talk about the truth, the T-R-U-T-H, truth. We're going to talk about the different kinds of truth, your truth, my truth, half truth, whole truth. And we're going to talk about why it's important to only speak your truth. Are you ready? Let's go. When I was a kid, I learned that honesty is the best policy. The adults around, they said, honesty is the best policy. Don't lie. Share the truth as much as you can, as often as you can. Until there's the words that they didn't express out loud. But there was a connotation that you only speak the truth when it's convenient for them, convenient for anybody else. You only speak the truth about what you've noticed, about how you feel when it's convenient for the person that you're talking to. And by the way, if you're a kid, if it's convenient for the person that's much bigger than you and can do harm to you physically, emotionally, mentally, you learn quickly only speak the truth in certain situations that would keep yourself safe. So, if you had an experience like this, they lied to you about when to speak the truth, how important it is, and confused your whole self up about the importance of speaking your truth. And I want to lay it out for you flat right here today. What it is that they got wrong, that they told you about the truth, what it means to have somebody else's truth, know somebody else's truth, and to share that. Half truths, whole truths, and all that. Half truths, whole truths, nothing but the truth, all those things. I think that it boils down to it coming from a person's perspective, your perspective, my perspective. That's what a truth is in my case. Let me break that down. Let me break it down. As people, we have a unique perception of the world, the universe, all time, infinity, whatever. However deep you want to take it, I just want to let you know the concept here is that your perspective of your reality is yours and yours only. It's yours and yours only. And for you, that is the truth as best as you can determine it. What you see, how you feel, what you think is yours and only yours. So I refer to that as the truth, your truth. What other people perceive about you, about their world, about the feelings that they have, that is theirs. That is theirs. So there we go. There's your truth and there's my truth right there. Your truth No one else can know that except for you. I can observe you. I can look at you, and based on my experiences around you, I might guess what you are thinking and feeling. I might really get close to what the truth is for you, but I cannot have your experience. So I will never know. I will not know. I will not know unless you tell me. And even that, as close as I can get to experiencing your truth. I can't be you. But it's up to you to share that information with me. It's up to you to share that information with anyone and anyone you want to, because it is your truth and it is not anyone else's. It's no one else's to know unless you have the desire to let some other people know, right? So think about it that way. I think about it as somebody's purse. You're hanging on to it. It's mine. I want to keep it to myself. I don't want to tell anybody about my feelings. I don't want to tell anybody about my thoughts. I don't want to tell anybody about my experiences in my world. I want to keep it all to myself. Nah, can't have it, right? So you hold on to it very tightly. And it's yours. It's yours to do with it. You've been born with this. It's your perception. Nobody else can have that. But you got people who come along and they kind of watch you and they look at you and they think that they know what's happening inside of your mind. They think that they know how you're really feeling deep down inside. Some people are really good at it. They can get really, really close to your truth. Really getting close to your purse. Holding on to it, touching it, feeling it. I like the leather. Ooh, girl, the color. Just touching all over it. And that's your property. And what they do is they go tell other people about the truth or what they have observed, what they have seen you do, what they believe you feel. They go and share that with other people. Sometimes they get it right. They get really close to it. And you feel violated. You feel hurt. Ouch. It's my thing. It's for me to enjoy. It's not yours. It's not for you to go sharing with other people. Mine. It's my purse. Made just for me. Put my stuff in it. How dare you go out there and you take it and you show it off and you flaunt it like it's something that you're proud of. We feel a deep sense of powerlessness, anger, frustration about that. When I think about the truth, I certainly think about how powerful it is and delightful it is to know, right? I enjoy hearing other people's perceptions. I enjoy learning about their reality and what they perceive and what they see. And what really makes a great friendship is when the perception of reality matches. Like what you see and what you feel are likely the same kind of experiences that the person you're talking to sees and feels. What really makes a great friendship is that they gift you with the truth, with their own truth, with an opportunity to tell you about their experiences, where they've come from, their world. It's a gift. It is not meant to be taken. It is not meant to be thrown around and displayed against the other person's will. It's not. So what I want to say here is that if you are a friend who really wants to support your friend, support anybody, feel connected to anybody, I'd ask you not to drag the truth out of them. Try to force or coerce. It doesn't feel good for anybody really involved. This thing that you get from them, the truth that you get from them, and the painful way you've taken it won't fulfill you either. For example, if you are a friend who wants to help somebody come out of the closet, sometimes, I struggled with that myself, being a queer person, coming out of the closet, believing that people won't like me if I did and such and such. That's one of the keys that's one of the things that keep us separated from other people, is that we don't want to share our truth. We want to share the thing, whatever it is. It was being a lesbian for me. It was being trans for me. It was, working in this place, being black. It just shifted from time to time to time. There was something that I wanted to hide about myself, which is the truth of who I am, the truth of my experience in different situations. But there was something that I wanted to hide. We all have something like that. It's our truth. And if you're a person who is a friend who's trying to get the other person to share their truth because you believe that is going to help them feel better, don't do it. It is theirs to give you. It's theirs. If you want to facilitate a real, genuine connection, instead, what I'm going to ask you to do is look at your truth. You have a gift of your own to share. Focus on that. Focus on knowing what it is that you feel about anything and everything that you experience, and be ready and willing to gift somebody with that in a generous, joyful manner. Don't go out there spouting mean stuff just because you can. It can be your truth, but wow, watch the impact that you have around people, and that's true too. Just because you don't like their hair, you don't like their face, you don't like their purse, you don't like their clothes, whatever it is that you don't like about them, the feelings that you have about them, if you want to push them away, then don't be surprised when your truth does that. Nothing wrong with having your truth. Just notice the impact of it. If you really want to connect with people, you want to focus on what your truth is and demonstrate that it's okay to share. It's okay to open up. It's okay to speak your mind. It's okay to have the feelings that you do. And when you speak your truth, you invite the other person to also speak theirs. You invite the other person to share their view of the world, of the universe, however deep you want to take it. And when you have a similar perspective, you will connect much more deeply than any friendship you've ever done before. Don't pry it from them. Don't force it. Don't shame them. Don't hurt them to get this thing. You won't even like it when you get it. Guaranteed. And your friend definitely will not like you. It's their gift to share with you. Treat it as such. I'll be right back with the Reddit friendship advice question. Stop wasting time with people you don't like, you can't trust, and you're not interested in. Join the Patterns of Possibility Discord server and start making real, meaningful friendships. This 21-year-old and up community is dedicated to practicing real friendship-making skills. We provide a supportive, safe, and inclusive environment to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of our friendships. Here's just a few perks from joining our flourishing community. One, the best one I think, is that you're going to get great tips on how to find friends, how to fight fair in friendships, and how to recover from these friendship breakups. I host weekly friendship events featuring real friendship issues and resolutions. It's almost like free group coaching. And this is a two-way conversation. You are going to share your experiences with other group members, and they will share their experiences with you. You want to be connected and practice these friendship-making skills. The whole purpose of the server is for you to come here, practice these wonderful friendship-making skills, and take them out into the real world, see what happens, and then come back to us in the server and talk about your successes and your failures, what you could do differently so that you can try again. Let's support each other so we can find real, meaningful friendships. If you're interested, you can apply at my website, patternsofpossibility.com/Discord sign up. And I said apply because we appreciate quality over quantity, and we request that all newcomers go through a little screening process before they're allowed on the server. So if you're interested in joining a supportive, safe, and inclusive environment that helps you make genuine, lasting friendships, then you need to check out the Patterns of Possibility Discord server. You can sign up at patternsofpossibility.com/Discord sign up. All right, now it's time for the Reddit friendship advice question. If you have a friendship advice question that you think I should answer, tag me in it on Reddit. My handle is Brilliant and Resilient. That's Brilliant, the letter N, Resilient. How would you tell your friend a harsh truth when they ask for your opinion on their relationship? A close friend, a 27-year-old female of mine from college, has always been very kind and caring, but has no filter and is intense sometimes. It has not changed in adulthood, and she has had falling outs with many friends and falling out of touch with a lot of people in her life. She also kind of can't see people doing well, which is kind of bleh, but she's gotten a little better because she's dating someone and is busy now. She had a whirlwind of a boyfriend who's also a 27-year-old male. They moved in together quickly. I don't know him well, but I've noticed that they're extremely codependent and have low communication, but spend 24/7 together. They have definitely stopped hanging out with friends and don't give time to their families anymore. She pays for most of their moving expenses, which was odd. She also over-embellished what she does for a living, which I thought was weird. She keeps calling to talk about her relationship and new place, and I just can't get myself to pick up right now. I decided I'll check in with her in a few days when I'm less busy and have processed this more on my end. I'm really just getting borderline toxic vibes, and it's tough to see as a friend. I'm definitely being slightly judgy, but it's not sitting well with me. I hate unsolicited advice, so I will not be giving it out. But if she asks, and she has been asking more relationship questions that I, as a 26-year-old female, has been with my 29-year-old boyfriend for 3 years, and none of our mutual friends are dating. So I feel like we're doing a disservice to our friendship by biting my tongue. But I also don't know. Ultimately, this is all on her. I can't change her, nor do I want to. It feels like this is a journey for her to do alone, and I'll offer support until there are more definite incidents that she can tell me about. I would want a friend to help me though. ? Like, I'd want a friend to warn me though. Wow, this is a really dope question. I appreciate it. But I think that, for you and this relationship, it sounds like you definitely disapprove of it. And the theme of this podcast episode is the truth, speaking your truth and saying all the things, right? You're asking for my opinion or advice or input on what to do if they ask you. So you only will tell them your perception of what's happening if they ask you. And with good reason too, because your perception, she may get upset with it, she may be frustrated with it, and such and such. But keeping in the theme with this episode, I understand that you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want them to be mad. You don't like unsolicited advice yourself. The truth is a little different than unsolicited advice. It's not you telling them what you want them to do or what you think they should do, how they should behave. The truth is your observations. Just your observations about what you see. Everything that you wrote here in this post is an observation. You're not saying that they should do this. You're not saying that they should do that. You are noticing these behaviors about what's happening in her relationship, what she's doing, and you are talking about, or you're expressing your feelings about them. And of course, there's a why behind that. The why you feel that way. You're doing all those things. That is your truth. None of that is advice. Telling her that she needed to leave him, telling her that she needed to stop embellishing her job, telling her that, whatever else is happening in her life is stupid and she needs to fix her life and be like yours, is unsolicited advice. Just going to tell her. As a friend, the last thing you said, I'd want my friend to warn me though. The last thing is the most important thing. I think that when you're in a close friendship with somebody, when you're connected with somebody, they value your truth. They value your opinion. They value the unique perspective that you bring because they can't see everything. They're in the emotional oasis, or they're in the emotional pit of it, I don't know if there's a better terminology for that, but they're really feeling all their feelings. And I believe the best thing that we can do for each other as friends is share our truth, share the perspective from the outside so that I get a better idea of what I'm doing in here. And so if there are problems inside, I can fix them because I'm getting help outside. I'm getting somebody to tell me, look, this is a thing that you might want to look at. This is what I've noticed. You don't have to tell them that you might want to look at it. Just talk about what you've seen. Talk about your concerns. And if they're connected to you and they care about your truth, they will consider it. They will consider it. So, one last thing I want to say to you, poster who posted this, is I'd really like you to consider your own feelings about this, because it seems like it's interrupting your balance in your life because there's something disturbing about the friendship, and you just don't, the relationship right there. There's something disturbing about it. And so you think about how your friend might be in danger, and you just want to help your friend. You should be like, hey, I want to help you. But you know that you can't just pull them out of danger. You can't just control their life, but you can give them the gift of your perception and your truth. You can share that with them and let them do what they will with it. They may get mad at you, but the only thing you can do, the most powerful thing that you have here, is to tell them about your experience watching. And that's it. Hopefully, they will reach out to you and ask for some input, ask for help, ask for something to make it better. But for what I think, I really think that you shouldn't wait to tell them about the truth, about your truth. You shouldn't wait. I really do believe that, look, I know I might get letters for this, but just blow it up. And not blow it up, okay? Not blow it up. Like I said, the most beautiful thing you can do is give somebody the truth, right? And your friend, it's up to them, if they're on your level, to speak their truth right back to you. You'd be like, I thank you so much for your opinion, but I don't want it. Or I thank you so much for your view. I don't want your gift. I don't want it. Today, just leave it. Keep it to yourself. It's harsh. It's harsh, but that's the way I think about friendships and connection, because if you have this, I would want somebody to know, to let me know. And even if it broke up our friendship for a bit, even if we separated for a little bit, even if I couldn't, because I have been lovesick and in stupid, ridiculous relationships where I'm like, shut up, you don't know my love. And I lost all my friends, all the people that I would hang out with. When I got into a relationship, I was not hanging out with any of them. They did not exist to me anymore because I was so in this mix, in this fog of emotion and desire and lust and love, what I thought was love. I wasn't able to hear him. But after I got out, I realized that, there are people out there who are looking out for me, and their observations are important. It wouldn't be some decades until I really learned how valuable that is. That's why I'm saying it to you now. Share it with people. Give her this perspective. Let her consider it. She might not be able to hear you right now, but maybe some time down the road, she will. And also, you get to express your feelings and not let them bottle up. Right? Don't tell her what to do. Just tell her what you observed and how you feel about what you observed. All right. Redditor, thank you so much for asking your question. I know that you didn't ask me to answer it, but I did, and I hope that it helps. Best of luck to you. Take care. My name is Coach Lee Hopkins, and you have been listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. You can find me at patternsofpossibility.com and on all social media at Patterns of Possibility. And as always, I want to encourage you to be yourself, live your truth, and there you'll make lasting friendships.